The Order of the Immaculate Conception of Vila Viçosa is a dynastic order of knighthood of the House of Braganza, the former Portuguese royal family. The current Grand Master of the order is Duarte Pio, Duke of Braganza, the head of the House of Braganza. History: the order was created by King John VI of Portugal in Rio de Janeiro on 6 February 1818, the date of his acclamation, in recognition for the efficient protection of the kingdom's spiritual sovereign, the Blessed Virgin Mother. Under the invocation of the Immaculate Conception had earlier been acclaimed Queen and Patroness of the kingdom by King John IV on March 25, 1646, following a referendum of the empire that lasted 6 years and asked subjects, 1. if they believed the Blessed Virgin Mary to have been conceived without sin, and 2. if they believed that the Blessed Virgin Mary was the physical reigning Queen of Portugal and not just symbolically the patroness. The people answered affirmatively, and since the coronation that took place at Vila Viçosa, the kings of Portugal never again wore a crown. This order distinguished those who proved their loyalty to the Portuguese royal house in the war against the Bonapartist occupying forces. Later, in 1818, a royal decree stated that the order would be given as a military award in 4 classes of Grand Cross: Commander, Knight, and Servant. Knighthood was given to those who were servants to the king and devoted Catholics to the Pope and the Holy Mother. The order was originally limited to 12 head crosses, 40 commanders and 100 knights, with the provision for the award of supernumerary Grand Crosses. Grand Crosses were usually given to higher nobles who had positions in the royal household. Lower grades were granted to lesser nobles who had provided personal service to the king. Unlike the earlier religious military orders, the Order of Christ, the Order of St. Benedict of Avis, and the Order of St. James of the Sword, Vila Viçosa was more aligned to the Order of the Tower and Sword, which had been re-established by King John VI. Late into the 19th century, the constitutional sovereigns were inclined to treat the Order of Vila Viçosa as the paramount award given by the sovereign for services rendered to the royal house. In 1910, a revolution installed a republican government that took over all state orders except the Order of the Immaculate Conception of Vila Viçosa. As a result, King Manuel II of Portugal in exile and after his death, the Dukes of Braganza continued to use the order's insignia and to bestow it as they considered the order to belong to the dynasty rather than the state. Just after the Second World War, it was bestowed on Prime Minister Antonio de Oliveira Salazar by Queen Amelia when she visited Portugal for the last time. In December 1983, Duarte Pio, Duke of Braganza, reactivated the Order of the Immaculate Conception of Vila Viçosa, and maintains it as an honorific order of the Portuguese royal family. He has since then distinguished many Portuguese personalities. Organization: the order is primarily bestowed upon Portuguese nobles, and only occasionally out of protocol on heads of state and royal houses, but has also been bestowed on foreign and Portuguese recipients who received it solely as an honorary award for services rendered to the expansion of the cult of the Blessed Virgin Mary, the message of Our Lady of Fatima, or the Roman Catholic Church, but were not listed as active members of the Portuguese order and therefore not invited to attend functions or events organized by the order. The order is unofficially acknowledged by the Portuguese government. It may be worn by Portuguese citizens, but not on Portuguese military uniforms. Honorary members are not expected to contribute with yearly dues or contributions, although they may wear the decorations at public events if they solicit and obtain permission beforehand to do so from the Secretariat of the Royal House. Insignia: the order's insignia was designed by the French painter Jean-Baptiste Debret, who was in charge of creating creating in Rio de Janeiro an arts and crafts lyceum under the auspices of King João VI and the Marquess of Marialva. The order's sash is light blue and white. The medallion is star-shaped and crowned, and in its center has a monogram with the letters AM. Surrounding the monogram there is an inscription saying, Padroeira do Reino. Notable recipients: Infante Juan, Count of Barcelona; King Juan Carlos I of Spain; Prince Carlo, Duke of Castro; Infante Carlos, Duke of Calabria; Otto von Habsburg, last Crown Prince of Austria and Hungary; Alexander, Crown Prince of Yugoslavia; Vittorio Emanuele, Prince of Naples; Dom Miguel, Duke of Viseu; Infante Enrique, Duke of Coimbra; Conselheiro Rodrigo Augusto da Silva; João Carlos Saldanha de Oliveira Dawn, 1st Duke of Saldanha; José Paranhos, Viscount of Rio Branco; Luís Alves de Lima e Silva, Duke of Caxias; Paul Kruger; Jorge Carlos Fonseca, President of Cabo Verde, decorated in November 2012; Cristiano Ronaldo, professional footballer, decorated 2006.